And it's broken.
Hey, hi, I'm Danny.
You're cute.
Is it filming?
Yes.
Holy fuck. Hey everyone, I'm Danny.
What's your name?
Danny. I'm Dan, and I vape. And it's black now. Does that mean I'm not filming? Hey, and this is my first, that's Jackie, she does heroin. Alright, this is my first vape review, because I have no idea what the hell I'm doing. So today, we're going to review the Cigpet ECO12. Okay, and this is the first time I'm opening it. I did take the plastic off.
So this is for people who already know what the fuck you're talking about.
Yes, this is not for your people that like starter kits. I got the rainbow version. What's cool about this this tank is, if you noticed, it comes with a really nice resin drip tip. No other big tanks like this do, which is a really nice addition. Doesn't come with, it comes option, random. It's pretty much random. You're not going to know what color resin tip you get. But look at that. I got the rainbow color with the tip. The bottom base is about 26.5, and in the middle is 28 millimeters. In the middle, it holds 6.5 milliliters of juice, which is a lot. You're going to go through juice like crazy with these coils, the TFV12s and the Sense coil, all these tanks, these sub-ohming tanks that could vape up to 300 watts for whoever vapes 300 watts, probably serial killers. You will go through a lot of juice. So be prepared to spend about $4 to $5 grand a day on juice. So let's look at this as comparison to the other iJoy tank. This is the iJoy Maxo. If you notice, I'll go up close. If you notice the size, they're pretty much almost the same size. Alright? I've had a lot of problems with this one, with the O-rings inside. There's unnecessary O-ring inside on the cage part. So that's been laying to rest for now. So it's also a top fill. A lot of people don't like just the screw off top fill. I kind of don't mind it. The juice ports to put the juice in there are like really, really big. That's the only thing I had against the TFV8. It would catch the little rubber part in there and flip open. I kind of like that. And what's really cool, a lot of times people don't like these because of the top fill, but the threads on this are really smooth. And what's really cool about this tank is it's an average $25, which is really nice. It's a really nice tank for $25. It's pretty much probably, I think, the cheapest sub-ohm tank you can get out there. Comes with the V12, I guess, the TFV12 coil. That's probably, I think, the one that's in it. We're going to go up close in a minute. Let's just see which coil came in this. Yep, you got the V12 in there. You can go up to 5 million watts, it says on the box. 5 million. I'm kidding. But this, you're probably going to get a restricted airflow with that, being you have like 672 coils in there. But I kind of like that. You get a really nice flavor out of this, especially with those kind of coils. You could really ramp it up. You could do 120 watts, and it won't be like a hot vape. Kind of like the TFV8. If you ramp it up, sometimes it might tend to be a little hot. This one will be kind of like the Smock TFV12. I vape at like 120 watts, and it's a nice warm vape. You got all the really nice juice holes. We'll get an up close on the coils, but see all the little ports in there, which is really nice. And I'm sure some people have had problems with the TFV12. You probably may have problems with this. I'll let you know. When you first fill these coils, being these coils are so big and there's so much organic cotton in there, you'll tend to drip out and leak a little bit until you break the coil in probably about 1-2 tankfuls, and it should be okay. On the bottom, you have a non-adjustable gold-plated 510 connection, which is cool. It says Cigpet on the bottom, Eco. Cigpet is a subsidiary of iJoy. What? iJoy? Joytech? iJoy? Joytech? One of them. Alright, our next step is we're going to break down, we're going to fill this thing, and we're going to see how it vapes. As compared to, let's say, the Smock TFV12, I like this one. We'll see how this one vapes. I'm vaping at 115 watts. Let's just go up to 120. I'm going to do the same coil. I'm going to leave the same coil in here and we'll compare it. I like the smaller coils so you can go to a lower watt and not go through 4 gallons of juice a day. But let's see. You get a nice flavor out of it. So, the next step is to try this one. I'm doing a free giveaway too. 85 of these I'm giving to anybody who gives me $50. It's not a free giveaway. Well, it's a free giveaway. If you give me the $50, I put it towards starving children in other countries. Alright, so this part we're going to edit out because I'm going to put this all together. Oh, I'm also using my Primus. Not many people use these. I love this mod. I love this mod. The Cooper, I think it's Smart 2. Primus. Had no problems with it. I love it. Alright, now I'm going to wick this gigantic coil. Oh, let's take a look inside the box. Let's see what other goodies we have. I didn't even show you guys what other stuff it has in it. Oh my god, it comes with a little person. You get your extra O-rings and other things and stuff like that. And you get a little 510 connection to do a different drip tip. But why would you do a different drip tip? Because if you're getting a resin drip tip, you're an asshole if you're going back to these little stupid black ones. Don't you want to stand out in the crowd and be like one of the hipster vapors and go, look at me, I do this. I vape with a resin drip tip. I've gotten about 15 more friends because I use a colored resin drip tip now. 15 friends like me now. You get an extra glass for when you're really drunk. You're at the bar and you drop your tank. You can put this on. And then you get drunk again. That probably means you're an alcoholic. And if you break your glass, then you should out of luck. Then just start dripping again. Or start smoking. What the hell? Because you shouldn't be drinking that much anyway.
If you're a real alcoholic, you'd be filling the tank up with alcohol.
That's true. Or cocaine. If you're at like a really classy bar. And then you get a macro coil. Look at the size of that coil in there. That's an awesome coil. These are the coils I like. I like these on the TFV12s and the TFV8s. I don't know. It depends on my mood. I like to vape at like 80, 90 watts. I want to conserve juice if I'm on the desert or I'm mountain climbing the Kilimanjaro. I don't have that much juice on me. I like to use the smaller coils. When I was on Mount Everest, I used these small coils. I had to fight a Yeti. That's how I broke my first tank.
A Yeti?
A Yeti. The Asian cousin of the Bigfoot. All right. This is the coil that's in there. This is the one I'm going to use. And the juice I'm using is phenomenal. I've actually shot it up. That's how much I like it. I've shot it right into my vein. It's the, actually you guys should check it out. It's 1000 MLE. .me. You can get 1,000 mils of juice. You have no idea how big that is until you look at it. I've actually went to drink it, and it's only $75 for 1,000 mils. That's like a year's supply of juice. Unless you use one of these, and it's like 5 minutes worth of juice. But either way, it's good. Always prime your coils. Unless you like that burnt cotton taste. Then don't prime it. Matter of fact, don't fill it. Just smoke cotton. And I just pressed this fire, and I burnt my coils. Isn't that good? So I also do things in my videos that you shouldn't do, which is good. And for all you young kids, like 5 years old that are vaping, always make sure you have good batteries.
What does it have to do with kids being 5?
I don't know. Well, sometimes 5-year-olds are like, I just use a mod. And I don't worry about my batteries because I'm 5. I live life on the edge. It takes a long time to prime these a little bit because you have so much cotton. Oh, also, when you're putting your coil in, don't put it in here. Always screw it in at the base. And I already noticed a problem with the O-ring. That's not good. That's never good. There we go. So we already have a problem with the O-ring. Let me see if you can see it. I don't know if you can see it. Now I'm going to try to fix it. The O-ring seems to be sticking out somewhat. But I think I might have fixed it. And then you just unscrew the top. And you just squirt it in there, like this.
That's easy.
Oh yeah, that's what I like about this one. A lot of people don't like the screw-off tops like this. I don't see the problem. I like them. Because it's like really, it's, as long as your threads are good. The threads seem good on this. Alright, so we're going to let it sit suck in a little juice, maybe bring it into the coil. So I think I went through all the dimensions, right? It's, how tall is it? It's 61 millimeters in length this way, 28 millimeters where your glass is, and then it slims down to about 26.5 on the bottom. So you get really nice, easy gliding, adjustable airflow on the bottom. That's nice. And I like that you can hold 6.5 mils of juice. That should last you about 2 to 3 minutes if you're vaping at a high watt. So, is it going to be as good as my TFE12? I don't know. This one, vape nice, but I was very unhappy with the inside. Because if you notice, there's a little cage that's in there. Take this stupid band off. You see that band in there where it says the XL? Okay, that part is a waste, even though it's in there, and it has to be in there the way they built it. But if you notice up close, you see that? That's an O-ring I bought, because the other two O-rings that actually fit right in here, they're so small, and every time you unscrew it to put a coil in, put stress on it, and the next thing you know, the coil broke, the O-ring broke. And I kind of knew that was going to happen. I was kind of disappointed. So, let's just hope this Cigpet works. Because if it does, I'll be amazed. Because at $25, I saw some, I think my Vapor store has it for $22. I can't give you accurate prices. I'm not looking at something right now. And I think, but it's anywhere between $21 to $24, $25 on most of your, reputable vape sites. It's also, what's good about this one, is the TFE, you saw the 12 coil one, the F12, the V12. If you notice, it looks somewhat similar to the coils for the TFV12. And what's good is the TFV12 coil on the smock is interchangeable into this. I think only the TFV12 coil. So that's kind of cool too. Doesn't come with an RTA deck. I like RTAs and I don't like RTAs because I always, not always, but for the most of the time I have a leakage problem somewhere along the line. And I hate leaks. So I just go with the coils. So, all this talking, let's see if this works. I have it at 509,000 million watts. No, I have it right now. I'm going to just do it at 100. And we'll do it at 100 watts. Let's see what happens. Well, first thing we notice, we have a nice big leak. But I always expect that with these big coils, and they got to break in and all that. Get good flavor. I want to see if it, I have other tanks, but I like primarily using the TFV12 because I get good, it's reliable. TFV8 was such a good tank, and the TFV12 really turned it up a notch. Now everybody's coming out with tanks that can do 300 watts. I don't know anybody that does 300 watts except Satan and like the guy that killed a couple people on Gilgo Beach. I'm sure he does. Yeah, more juice leakage. So what's really good is you're going to go through a lot of juice from vaping, and it's also going to urinate on your hands. So it's like holding a small frog when you're in a jungle and you pick it up and it pees all over your hands. That's what this is like. So we're losing a lot of fluid, which is good. And it's good that it gets all over your system because then it'll ruin your system. And then you get a chance to buy another mod. Or it gets all over your hands. So it's good. It's nice. I'm all sticky now. All right. Now, these big coils, there's a lot of cotton in them. So it takes a while to break it in.
A lot of cock.
A lot of cock in this. You could hear the gurgling a little. Yeah, burning my hand. So all in all, it's a very good tank. If you don't want to vape, but you want it to get on your hands and you want the nicotine to go through your pores, this is a very good tank. Nah. I'm kidding. Let's just wait. I got a mouthful of juice, which is really nice if you're thirsty. So it'll kill two birds with one stone. If you're vaping and you don't have your water with you and you want to vape Gatorade, it's actually good. I lost a significant amount of juice, if you noticed. But like I said, with these giant coils, sometimes it's to be expected. If I can get it to stop going into my mouth, I'll be happy.
That's what she said.
Oh! Yeah, right now I feel like a really bad porn star on our first shoot. So I'm just getting loads in the mouth. And I'm not happy. Like, it's just pouring out. I've had a little bit of leakage problem with the TFV12. Not like this, though. So, I don't know. I'm going to maybe... The coil's on perfect. I tightened it down. Made sure. It wants to vape. It's just doesn't want to not keep coming in my mouth. Well, I'll have to give you an update because it's literally just pouring into my mouth. So, I don't know. So far, TFV12 is the way to go if you're going to do a sub-ohm tank. Personal preference, I'm not a Sense, Heracles, Sense, whatever fan. I'm just not a fan of them. I've had nothing but problems with the earlier models. Nothing but problems with every one I purchased. They are a good tank. Everybody else tells me, everybody else that uses them. Although I did bump into a couple people at the shop that had the same problem I had with leaking issues that just come out of nowhere. So, there we go. Got a nice clean. The taste on this is really good. I'd say it hits pretty much like the TFV8. You know, it's kind of pretty much the same setup. It's not gonna deviate. It's not gonna deviate from the same style as this, because when you look at it, if I take these O-rings, just pick them up a little bit, you're kind of getting the same juice flow. You know what I mean? So you're not really getting anything different. The only thing different is your airflow is a little different. If you noticed, Smock's a little thicker, where the Cigpet is a little longer. Okay, so I would say that kind of maybe evens out. As far as vape production, I'd say it's pretty much the same as the V12. The flavor's really good, though. See, I'm not getting any more gurgling. Slight bit of leakage out of it, but like as I said, a lot of times it has to do with these enormous coils. You have 12 coils in there, and they're surrounded by organic cotton. You're going to tend, when it breaks in, it's going to have, that's the trade-off you get when a lot of times when you use these big coils is to break them in, you're going to go through a little bit of juice. I also don't suggest, you're better off doing your, just ramping it up where when you first press the button on a lot of these, you could maybe ramp it up to maybe 120 watts and then scale it back down to 90. Because I wouldn't recommend blowing out when you hit it and then taking your hit, because God forbid you blow out, you might get hot juice splashed on your hand.
That's what she said.
Hey-oh! And you don't really want that. You don't want the hot juice blowing on your hand, because that's painful sometimes. So I just tried it lightly. But so far now, it's working really well. Doesn't come with the RTA deck, like I said. Theirs comes with 2 types, I think. I think it comes with one where you could put 3 coils, the tri-coil, and then the dual coil. I didn't try the one, as I said. I bought the one, well, I was actually given the one that doesn't have the RTA deck. So, but so far I like it. We got past the leaking problem, and I think it's all in all, I think it's a good tank. I think it's a really good tank. When it gets down to it, it's like some people like Ford, some people like Chevy, some people like Toyota, some people like Smock. You might like this one. I don't really notice that much of a difference as far as vape production or anything else. Do I like it? Yes. Would I buy one? Yeah, I'd buy one. If I lost this today, yes, I'd buy it again. So far. After about a week, I'll know, and then maybe I'll do a follow-up video. This is my first one. It's also a non-adjustable 510 pin. It sticks out a lot if you're old school, and I still don't use tanks on mechs, but you probably could use this one on a maybe on a hybrid. I wouldn't recommend it. I haven't used my mechs in so long. It's like a dying art. It's sad. Comes in 3 colors. This rainbow comes in black and comes in stainless steel. This is made mostly of stainless steel. You got your resin drip tip, but it's pretty much all stainless steel. I really like the resin tip with the rainbow. With the resin tip, that color, you don't know what color you're going to get. It varies. You can get purple, green, red. So you don't get a color that you want. It's just going to come with one, a random one. I think they have the T12. The Q4 is the other coil that I showed you comes with it. And I think it comes with a 6 coil, I think. A matter of fact, wait a minute. On the box, it comes with all these coils. You have like a giant option of coils. It comes with, you can get the RTA deck. Then you can get the ECO X4 coil. I think that's the one that came with it. You can get the ECO Q4 coil. Both of those are 0.15, but the ECO X4 coil could do 60 to 200, and the ECO Q4 could do 60 to 180. Then you get the ECO T12, which is this one, could go 60 to 350 watts. If you're vaping at 350 watts, you should see a psychiatrist. Then you also get, now get ready for this, a T14, ECO T14 coil to 0.12, go from 60 to 360. Then, let's just say you have 2 more days left to live, and you want to live dangerously, you can get the T16 coil, and it goes from 60 to 400 watts. If you're vaping at 400 watts, you must have smoked lots of weed since you were 2. So, but so far, I give it a thumbs up. I definitely give this a thumbs up.
This one?
I definitely, 2 thumbs up. I definitely would take this over this one. You know, great ideas on the on this one. I mean, great ideas. It's just iJoy really messed up at the middle. They really messed up. I mean, I would save your money, and if you're gonna go with it, go with the Cigpet. And as I said, Cigpet is a subsidiary, or they're joined together with iJoy. This one blows this one out of the water. Totally. I like the top. A lot of people at the top issues with the top, that they couldn't close it, but it's, you just, when you open it, when you close it, you push forward and close. But I haven't been using it because I don't have stock in O-rings to fit that, and they're very small O-rings. They're hard to find. Luckily I had an extra one, and even that one I went through. So basically, my 2 tanks that I will be using, aside from my TFV8 that I have, would be these. My Smock TFV12, and now I will be using my Cigpet. My Cigpet, what is this called? The ECO12. Yeah, the Cigpet ECO12. I will be using that. I definitely want to try, just out of curiosity, the T16, and I want to try the T14. Thank God I work in a vape shop, or I probably would not be doing this. I probably would just be dripping because you go through so much juice, it's ridiculous. But if you want to get it, I think it's my Vapor Store has it. No, but my Vapor Store has it for $26.95. GearBest has for $22.25. I bought stuff from GearBest. GearBest is cool and decent prices, but you do have to wait. Being it's in China, you'll have a little bit of a wait for it. Vape Northwest has it for out of stock. That's what that price is for. The cheapest I've seen, I've actually seen it on Fast Tech for $21. So if you don't mind waiting for like a month, you can get it for $21. $21 for this tank is well worth it. And like I said, if it broke and I couldn't fix it and whatever, would I buy another one? Yeah, I would. I would. Unless this leaking is going to be an issue forever, but no more leaking. I haven't had any leaking. So as I said, breaking in those really big coils, so even the T16 and the T14 and the other 12 coil, you will have a little bit of leaking issues your first tank full, because that cotton's going to be dry, and if if you ever took like a rag and you threw water on it, doesn't suck it up right away. You'll notice beads coming off of it. That's essentially what happens in these really big coils. So once they break in, I really don't see any problem with it. So let's just see something. At 135 watts, you get a nice cloud production and taste. The flavor is really good. Don't forget, at 130 watts, it should taste pretty decent if your coils and, you know, fairly new. Not only that, what I noticed too is the break-in. A lot of times with the organic coil, with the organic cotton, it takes a little while to break in. It tastes pretty decent. So now this is the V12. Let's see this. Well, maybe because the coil's a little newer on the Cigpet. I feel like the flavor is a little bit better on the Cigpet ECO12, just a little bit. But it could be because the coil's a week. You know, this one's a week old, maybe 4 days old, as opposed to this one is brand new. But the flavor you get out of this is really good. So maybe we'll try it close down a little bit. Let's close down the coil. Yeah, with the restricted airflow, you get even a little more flavor. I like the flavor that you get out of this, and I like the only, you know, I don't really have any cons on it. The only con I had was the little bit of leakage, but really, that's something you're going to get when you have really big coils. They got to break in. Once it broke in, I give it a 10 out of 10. I think it's a really good, especially for the price. You're paying $20, $25, where your TFV12 is about, what, 30, 35 bucks. So you can't beat the price on this. And let's say you don't want to break the bank and go for the TFV12. Go with this. It's $20-something. And for $20-something, the craftsmanship and the quality of work on this tank is really good. The threads are nice. I had a little bit of an issue when I opened it, when I noticed the bottom O-ring here, the little, you know, where you see it's black. It looked like it was a little, you know, off track there. Did nothing, just fixed it really fast, and it worked out beautifully. So, if you want to save some money, go out and get yourself one of the Cigpet ECO12s, and it comes with a plethora of different style of coils, and it comes with, doesn't come with, but you can get yourself an RTA deck. All right, that's it. Keep vaping, and if you smoke, well, you know, you're on your own. I'll be at your funeral. Have a nice day, everybody.
If you'd like to see Danny do more videos, press like and comment below what you'd like to see Danny review next. Thanks for watching. Bye.
I think that came out pretty good, right? It was informative.
I don't know.
It was.